friends, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to be showing you how I create my beautiful mermaid princess bubble braids. These are great for activities, mermaid birthday parties, going to Disney World, or just going out on a day when you really don't want to style your whole hair, especially when you have a lot of hair and you want a cute style. This hairstyle is also great for the beach because it is windproof and easy to just throw together a really cute little look for a beach day. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started and tell you how to create your mermaid bubble braid hair. So this hair, I started doing it when I went to Disney World and had to learn, watch some tutorials online, and always recommend that for new hairstyles and learning how to style your hair. So today what I've done is I've washed my hair, I have used heat protectant, blow dried it, and used my straightener. Now you don't have to use your straightener to achieve this hair look, but I did straighten my hair today. So the first thing that we're gonna go over is what supplies do you need to make this look work. So first of all, the longer hair you have, the better. You can do this with shorter hair, you just won't have as many bubbles in your braid. And the supplies you're gonna need is hairspray for finishing off your look when we are done. You're going to need a brush for parting your hair down the middle like you would with any braid style. These are the ponytail holders that I use for this project. This is the Goody, different size elastic. You can get these for about $2 at Walmart. I use black because my hair is dark and it doesn't show. These do come in clear and other colors, so you're welcome to use that as well. You'll need a brush to just brush your hair. Make sure that you have this with you as you're working through your various steps of your bubble braid. And that's it, we can go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do as I get started is I'm gonna just brush through my hair, and I am going to create my part and divide my hair into two sides so I can start working on one side of my bubble braid. Fully straightened and divided. I just divide on two sides. You're ready to start your bubble braids. And now if you do have flyaways or you're dealing with frizz, you can definitely apply some styling cream just to hold it in place. The hairspray also helps with that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first use these, and I'm just gonna open them up and get a couple of them. This will require about 12, give or take, for the type of hair that I have. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started and show you what I do. So I start with a small section at the top, just like this, and you're just going to pony it off, almost like you're doing a little half up look. That's how you start. And you're going to want to wrap this quite a few times so that it has a good firm hold. All right, I did that 4 times and I just pulled it tight. So you can go ahead and do that. And if you want to, you can go ahead and kind of try to fluff it out a little bit. And I just kind of fan out the top to give like some volume at the top of my hair. Like that. I usually just do one side at a time and then go to the other side because I like to match the braid look and the distancing between the bubbles. So we'll go ahead and keep going with this side. So now I'm gonna take a portion of my hair from this side, not a ton, but a good amount, and take from the back as well, just almost like you are French braiding in a sense, to just start that second bubble. Take another one of these, and this has more hair this time, so it might not be able to wrap as many times. So we'll see how many times I can wrap this one. 1. I'm gonna try for 3. Okay, now I've got my second bubble. So now that I've got my second bubble, I am gonna come in here and bubble this a little bit more. And then I can start bubbling my second bubble. So you're just gonna start pulling the hair up from the base of the pony and creating a bubble. You can see. Now this bubble is not going to be real bubblish right here because it's kind of a connector to the bottom, but that's a good way to start. And I do like to kind of pump my bubbles one at a time. If you try to do it at the end, it can kind of screw up your whole braid. Okay. Now, as we pause, a tip for taking these out of your hair, the best way to take them out without substantially damaging or ripping and hurting your hair is to cut them out. So if you need help with that, let me know. I can give you another video on how to cut them out, but cutting them out just real carefully and just disposing of them is the best way because these are very inexpensive and they are just easy enough to cut out. All right, so we're gonna keep going with our third bubble. So this time, I can kind of pull it all together on one side. So I'm pulling all remaining hair on one side right here. Let's see, this is kind of thicker, so I may be able to get 3 knots with this. Sometimes these little things pop. Okay, I got 3. So what I'm gonna do now is I am going to expand my bubble. Just pull it out. You can see how I did that. And we're going to keep going. Keep going, same way, expand your bubble. You want to expand it all the way around so it is like a legitimate bubble or a balloon of some sort. And don't worry if there's little flyaways. It actually looks better if it's not 100% perfect. It looks more authentic and exotic in a way, princessy or mermaid-ish. We're just gonna keep going. This is the easy part. We're almost done. I can usually get 3 or 4 bubbles on my hair. Now, depending on the length of your hair, you may not be able to get that. You may have a few less bubbles, but this just shows you, doesn't matter how much hair you have, you can pull this look off, even with a couple bubbles. Now, I have really long and very thick hair, so this process is just really easy for me to pull off. Okay, keep going. I think this might be my last one on this side because I do like to leave a little at the end. Okay, I'm gonna bubble. Sometimes this last bubble can be a little finicky, but you just have to play around with it. And there's my first bubble braid. And again, this will basically stay in place all day. If you're in a lot of wind, it can kind of mess it up a little bit, but it's a pretty hardy style. So what I do at the end of just one strand is I'm just gonna spray it. This has recently helped me. I wore this to the beach a couple times and the spray really helped stay together. So I'm just gonna spray from the top. Just like that, and just let it dry, and there you go. All right, so now that we're gonna do our other side, I always seem to start with this side just like by habit, but we're gonna do the exact same thing, and we're just gonna try to match the dimension of our bubbles and the spacing on this side as well. So again, I'll start up here with just a little section. Okay, now I'm going to expand my poof a little bit here, my first poof, just so that it matches the other side. Okay, then I'm gonna take, again, just like the other side, a small portion around my head to create that first bubble. It's okay if there's some hair left over. You don't wanna take everything. and I'm gonna wrap this as many times as I can, so probably 4. Okay, so now I've got my bubbles started. So this poof looks good. So now I can start on this poof right here. I'm gonna poof it out. And now I'm pretty sure I can actually grab everything in one. So you basically get about 2 bubbles at the top where you don't grab everything, but once you get to this point, like right by your ear, you can grab everything. So I'm gonna grab everything and create my next. I'm gonna try to do it, I'm gonna do it 3 times because this one's kind of thick. Okay, and then I just kind of pull it together and start my poof. So here, I want it to match on both sides. So what I'm gonna do is kind of see if I can line it up and match it. So I'm gonna poof it out. We're gonna keep rolling down our side here. Just try to match it up. I'm gonna take this and poof it out. Pretty good match. And just to call out as we keep going, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is not meant to be perfect. This is never going to be perfect because you're dealing with bubbles in your hair. But it does create a super cute and easy hairstyle for your outdoor adventures, your beach trips, your Disney trips, where you literally just want like your hair out of the way, especially when you have a lot of hair like me. Okay, we're gonna keep going. And sometimes I do brush if I feel like tangles have gotten in the hair since I started as well. So we're just gonna keep poofing. This will be my last one over here. So you can see I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bubbles with my hair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you definitely want your bubbles to be asymmetrical on both sides, same number of bubbles. And I'm gonna tighten this one as much as possible because that last bubble is the hardest. My bubble braids. And what I do at the end, I need to spray this side real quick so it'll stay in place. What I do at the end is just kind of look over everything and see if there's anything that I need to fix or make. Now I'll say this hairstyle did take me quite a few times to practice to get it where I wanted it to be. So practice, practice, practice makes perfect. Again, I watched several tutorials to just practice and get the hang of this. And then it became one of those things where I've done it so many times that it's like the back of my hand. So it's kind of like braiding, you just have to practice. But this is a quick and easy hairstyle. This took me about 10 minutes and this will last me the entire day and I'm good for the day. Now again, when you go to take these out, it's best to just cut them out so you don't damage your hair. And the good thing about this hairstyle is when you take these out, you can still, style your hair the next day or even do bubble braids the next day. And your hair will still look great. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for tuning in to Life with Everyday Haley, where we do a little bit of everything from beauty, fashion, family, and who knows what else. But super glad you joined me. If you like this video, comment below. If you like this hairstyle, if you have another hairstyle that you love that's easy and fun like this one that we can try, or any questions you have about how I pull this simple and easy look off. Thanks for watching and have a great day.